It is so good to be with you this morning. I want to start by saying a few words about Veronique, because no one has thanked her yet. And there's a very funny story that we can tell you all about her involvement here. Those of you who live in Whitewaters and in Gulati and near Injelele know that every March there are a wild group of people who ride through here on their mountain bikes. And Veronique, many years ago, was involved in that race, and it is meant to be a race. It is a 3-day race across the Matopus, starting at Maleme, coming through here, going through the national park, going back to Maleme, going down to Tuli, and ending up in the eastern Matopus. And it is meant to be a race. You're meant to get in as quickly as you can. But Veronique started riding this, and she came across these houses. And she kept stopping and taking photographs of the houses. And the organizers of the race they said, "Where's Veronique?" She was meant to be in here hours ago. But I believe that is what started her involvement in this. And she saw 10 years ago what we now see. She's not the creator. She is not the artist. But she is the marketeer. And that is what is so important, because she saw not just your wonderful art, ladies, but she also saw your spirit. Those of us who ride through the Matopus, and I'm privileged to be one of those who ride through most weekends, we not only see your wonderful art, but we see your spirit. We see that even in the difficult circumstances that you face, even the poverty that you experience. And this year, ambassadors, I need to say, in the drought and in the hunger that many of your families are experiencing, you produce this world-class art, this world-class representation of your history and your culture. And it is simply wonderful. And so we thank Veronique and all the sponsors and all of those involved who have taken the glory of your work and brought it to us and brought it to the world. And that's what I want to end speaking about today. Somebody mentioned you need money, and it's true. And since I've become mayor of the City of Kings and Queens, I've been wondering, how do we reinvent the city? How do we reimagine the city? How do we get industry going in our city? And one of the key elements is tourism. It is a fact at present that most tourists coming to Zimbabwe go to Victoria Falls and they might pass through Harare. Very few tourists come to Bulawayo. Very few tourists come to the Matopus. It is completely under-marketed. And yet the Matopus is a World Heritage Site. The Matopus is one of the most beautiful places I have ever been to anywhere in the world. I know I'm biased, but it's true. But the Matopus is also an area of deep historical significance, deep cultural and artistic significance, with our rock art and our white rhinos, and the fact that King Mzilikazi is buried here, and other people like Cecil John Rhodes. It should be one of our major tourist resorts. And that's where I come to your art, Mama. What this is today is the start. Because your art is not known to the whole world yet. Minister, we have to devise means of ensuring that the world can get to see this art. And it's difficult, we know. I'm a mountain biker, as I said. I have seen the glory of this because every weekend when we go out, we ride through, and Veronique has pinpointed every single home. I think every one of the 800 now, almost. We know exactly where they are. We have their location statistics. And we can map using modern technology to take people on mountain bikes or horseback or even walking to see these houses. But I believe that we need to take it beyond mere looking at houses. I believe that there is a potential for houses to be opened up for people to stay, to get the full cultural experience. And then, of course, for secondary art, our weavers and our painters to be able to sell more of their art. If we go to the curio stand near Rhodes's grave, it is totally undersubscribed, Minister. We should have hundreds, if not thousands, of tourists buying that art, buying this culture. And so I want to end by congratulating you. I'm mhlophe. I'm mhlophe. Please keep it up, Mum. Please keep your wonderful spirit, your hospitality. You know, when we ride through, we just see smiles. We feel warmth. And tourists love warmth and smiles. They love the peace, the deep-rooted peace of this area. And so my hope in the next 10 years, that in 10 years' time, we will see hundreds, if not thousands, of tourists coming to this area, seeing what you do, raising your income, helping to pay for the school fees of your children and to clothe your children and to give us a new future together. Siyabonga.
Thank you so much, Baba Wetu.
I knew that I've forgotten somebody. Please, can I call Hamish Watson? Hamish is, please, Hamish. Mr. Watson is now retired, but he was one of the directors at Trega. And before we became family, because now we are family, before we even knew each other, he decided to sponsor the competition. So thank you so much. So this is
Okay. That was a great relief. I thought I'd have to make a speech, and of course, I'm not prepared to, which would be normal anyway. But thank you, Veronique, and congratulations again to all these lovely ladies and their hard work. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Siyabonga kakhulu kubaba uColtat. Come, comrade.